Why is it that some people have a very easy time manifesting and other people have a lot of negative emotions and subconscious blocks around trying to manifest what they want? Why is it that some people can be very committed, very focused, very determined, very grounded in their energy, knowing that the manifestation is coming, and others feel a lot of emotions rising up to the surface every single time they try to go after their dream? Every single time they try to take action. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what stops people from manifesting what they want, what really stops people from manifesting what they want in their life, and what stops people from manifesting their dream life into existence. What stops people from manifesting their dreams into existence? Now, if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because I do post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one to reprogram your subconscious mind, find clarity in your life purpose and what it is that you're really meant to be doing on this planet at this time, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. Now, the first thing that stops people from manifesting their dreams into existence is a lack of commitment. And this is the hardest thing for people, right? They lack that commitment. They lack being fully invested in something. They lack that masculine drive, that commitment, the structure, the logic. You see, in the law of attraction community, yes, you need to trust. You need to surrender. You need to trust the universe. But at the same time, it's very, very critical to go after your dream. Also, not particularly knowing the exact strategy, but just being fully committed and invested into whatever it is that you really want to manifest. Because a lack of commitment is the biggest thing that stops people from manifesting. A lack of commitment to one thing. It doesn't matter what you want to do. If you want to become a YouTuber, commit to that. If you want to become an artist, commit to that. Whatever it is that you really want, it's not about what you do, it's about how you do it and who you are and how you show up with whatever it is that you do. It's not about what the strategy is, it's more about the commitment, who the person is, and how they show up into that strategy that they choose. When you show up in a certain way, the strategy will work. When you show up in another way, the strategy will not work, or at least work far less effectively. The commitment and who you are and how you show up as with whatever it is that you do is going to be critical to manifest. And of course, this is more of the masculine perspective. I'm going to be getting to more of a universal and trusting the universe perspective in just a little bit. But this is the truth. If you want to become successful, if you want to create something, stay committed. This is a long-term journey, and I know that's not easy for some of you to hear. It's like, okay, I don't want to be committed. I want to manifest quickly. I want to manifest easily. Some things you can manifest quickly. Okay, some things you can. I totally understand you. Some things you can manifest in 24 hours. I believe the universe works in very powerful ways where you actually can manifest things quickly. Other things, the big manifestation, your dream life, your optimal career, the path that is in perfect alignment with you, takes time to manifest. There's a delayed response. You have the manifestation in your mind, but at the same time, there's going to be delayed response. And you want to be okay with that response, because that delayed response is how the manifestation process works. And you want to be so committed and have full faith that the manifestation is coming, because part of manifesting is also trusting, but being so committed and trusting that that will work. So it's a balance of both, right? You're fully committed, fully invested, putting in lots of work, being fully invested into your dream. At the same time, trust the process that in that commitment it will work. If you just trust but you're not taking any actions, that can be a serious block to manifesting, because everything is energy, everything's moving. You have to move your energy and focus it in a way which may require taking action, but not taking action in the sense where it's extremely difficult. It can be aligned with who you are and it can feel easy, okay? But at the same time, a lack of commitment is the biggest issue that people have. You see, the energetics of creation are the same regardless of what you create. Whether you want to be a YouTuber, an artist, you want to go to school, whatever it is that you want, just commit fully to that. You see, most people in society, they're half committed. They're half committed. They're not fully invested. Now this takes time. You want to think deeply about what you want to do. Think very deeply and align with your heart and align with your truth and think about and feel into, not just think about, feel into what it is that you want to be doing. Feel what's right to you. But when you make that choice, go into that. Go into that 100%. Because if you half commit to something, you're going to get half results. That's the masculine perspective. Now, the second thing that blocks people from really manifesting their dreams, that really blocks them from creating what they really want in their life, is ungrounded and unfocused energy. Okay, and this connects back to the first point, but this is more about the awareness not being trained to have a deliberate focus on what you want to create. You see, most people's awareness is ungrounded and unfocused. Their awareness is all over the place. Their life energies are not dedicated and focused to one thing. Now, I'm not saying you can't work on multiple projects. I'm saying your life energies, to manifest in the most optimal way, need to be, a majority of your energy has to be put onto something. Like, I would say more than like 50%. Like, if you have like 20-20-20-20-20-20 focused on all different things, hey, you're going to manifest all those things, but they're all going to take longer to manifest individually. Because what you put your focus into, that's what you're going to grow in life. Energy flows where attention goes. So if all your energy and attention goes into, a majority of your attention goes into one thing, like you want to be an artist, you go into that, you're going to have what you call focused concentration, single point focus, and that's a very grounded energy that has a much higher probability of manifesting. Because manifesting is about being focused and also trusting. It's about being focused and also knowing that it's coming. It's about being focused and also allowing the divine to show you that it's coming. It's both. We neglect both sides. This is one thing that I'm learning in my life, is to learn the perfect balance of masculine and feminine. When it's time to be more masculine and logical and say, hey, my feelings mean nothing. Okay, my feelings mean nothing. Your feelings don't matter. You need to go after that dream. Also, sometimes you have to consider how you feel. Okay, maybe there's more negative emotions. Maybe there's more things rising to the surface. Maybe there's certain things that are coming up that you don't want to come up, and then you need to work through those, trust those, meditate through those things. Now, if you don't feel any of those things coming up right now, that's okay, but they could come up sometimes. Sometimes we don't feel as driven. We don't feel as focused. We don't feel like we're so committed. So at that point, you need to be flexible and trust the universe. Be flexible. Know when it's time to be flexible, but we're going to get to that later. What I want you to understand is that a grounded, focused energy is very, very critical to manifesting. Focused concentration on one thing, or at least a majority of your energy and your life energies in one project or one goal. Because you're focused on this, and then also this, and then also this, and then also this, they're all going to manifest, but it's going to take longer. And some of them may not even manifest because you let them go too early without being committed and focused. So when I decided to be a YouTuber and a coach, I went all into it. That's how I am usually, is I'm an all or nothing kind of guy. I'm an extremist to some degrees. I've noticed this in my life with health and relationships and clients and career paths. I'm all in or I don't do it at all. And that can be very powerful, but that can also that can also be a weakness to some degree. So it's about being on both ends of the extremes and balancing them out. So be fully committed, be fully invested, go all in. Also, I'm going to be sharing with you in just a moment how to balance these two energies. But before I share with you the other side of the spectrum, you do want to be fully committed and grounded in what you choose to do in your life. Because here's my promise to you. Now, of course, I can't actually fully promise this to you, but what I can say to you is that if you invest your energy in the right way, the way I see it, it's almost impossible for that thing not to manifest. It's basically impossible. If you put enough energy into something with full commitment, when you take the action consistently and regularly, you also understand how the ego works and the way that you're taking the action while you take the action from the right energy, it's impossible not to manifest. Because you can take action, be committed, but if the energy is not right, it's going to be harder and it may not manifest as well. So that's what's going to bring us to the third point, which I'll get to in just a moment. But just understand that you need to be grounded. Okay, ungrounded, unfocused energy is going to be very difficult to manifest your dreams. It's going to be very difficult. It's not going to be easy to manifest your dreams from an unfocused and ungrounded place. Unfocused means your mind is cluttered. Okay, lack of focus, lack of attention in the present moment, lack of single point focus on one thing at a time. Racing thoughts, negative thinking, the thoughts going here, the thoughts going there. Bring your focus to the moment. Bring your focus to this present moment right now. Not easy for some people, I get it. It's not easy. We have racing thoughts. I totally understand you, but learn how to meditate. That's one of the most powerful habits that I've learned in my life is meditation daily for years. Bring your mind into a centered, grounded space. Learn how to clear the mind and then bring that energy into something you're trying to manifest in the external world. This is huge. This will help you manifest. This is the energetics of creation. It's not easy to be focused, I get it. It's not easy to be focused. This is why we're going to get to the third point, which is knowing when it's time to be flexible and also to trust the process and to be more in your feminine energy. Even if you're a man, okay? Even if you're a man, don't be afraid of feminine. I don't even have to use the word feminine. I could just say flexibility and trust. You see, you need to be committed, yes. You need to be focused and grounded, yes. Unfocused, ungrounded energy will not work. At the same time, you need to know when it's time to be flexible and trust. Because sometimes your feelings are giving you the right signal. Your feelings are saying, hey, you know, it's time to take a step back and slow down, right? It's time to trust the process more. It's time to stop understanding things logically. It's time to trust the universe more and be more flexible and trust the process. And you want to balance that with that focus and commitment. That is going to be huge for helping you manifest. When you understand that you have to be grounded, but also you need to know when it's time to be flexible and break the structure. Break the structure. Structures and routines are meant to be broken. Now that can go completely against what I just shared with you. It's like, Francis, which one is it? Are you saying to be grounded and focused, or are you saying to trust? I'm saying both. Okay, it's the yin yang, it's the yin and yang of life, the masculine feminine polarity, structure, and then also chaos, order and chaos, masculine feminine, push, pull, right? Push and then you pull back, right? Focus, groundedness. Also, learn to unground yourself a little bit, right? Surrender, let go of the grounding. There is no ground to reality. We're just in the middle of space and there's no ground to anything. But we need that illusion of being grounded to some degree. We need that masculine perspective of groundedness. Without that perspective of groundedness, you're not going to be alive. You're not going to get the polarities of life. You need to surrender and unground yourself. Why? Because you want to trust. But also, you need to be focused because you wouldn't be here without that either. Honor both sides of your existence. And when you honor both sides of your existence, the masculine and also the feminine, you are not going to have an issue manifesting anything that you want. Know when it's time to be flexible. Maybe you're working too hard. Maybe it's time to meditate a little bit more and trust your gut. Trust your gut feeling. Trust your intuition, right? Screw masculinity. Structure doesn't mean anything. I don't feel so good right now. I need to meditate more. My structure means nothing if I don't feel good. Okay, it's like, Francis, now you're really contradicting yourself. Of course I am, because we live in a paradoxical reality. Everything is a half-truth. One side of the truth, your feelings don't matter. Your feelings genuinely do not matter. You need to have a structure. If you want to create your dream, go after it. Have a structure, stay committed, ground yourself. Also, that won't work, because sometimes structures are meant to be broken. Sometimes you got to trust your feelings. Hey, if I don't feel good, I'm not going after this. If I don't feel grounded, if I don't feel present, if I don't feel good in my body, I'm not going to do this. This is not going to work for me. Going after this dream is just not going to work. In this energy space, I have to ground myself in the sense where I unground myself from masculinity a little bit. Groundedness, in the way that I used it earlier, is more of just being focused. Another way to use grounded is also to meditate and be more feminine. Ground yourself in the feminine to some degree. So just a play of words here. It's just a language barrier here. It's hard to communicate these things sometimes. But what I'm really saying is that if you feel very, very bad in your body, do some more meditation. Slow down a little bit. It doesn't have to be meditation. Just slow down a little bit. Right? Slow down. Trust the process more. Right? You don't have to take so much action all the time. Sometimes you're meant to just take a step back and trust your feelings and your intuition a little bit more. That's okay. Right? You feel anxiety, slow down. Maybe you're working too hard. Maybe you're working too hard right now. Maybe all you need to do is just, in this case, ground yourself in the present moment, right? Don't ground yourself in division. Don't ground yourself in masculinity. Hey, ground yourself in your feminine energy. I'm not sure if those are contradictory terms. It's just language thing here. Go deeper into the present moment, right? Feel into your body more. Hey, it's okay to feel negative emotions sometimes, right? Trust your feelings. It's totally cool, right? You feel negative emotions. Hey, it's all good. I'm here for you, right? Nurture that emotion. Trust the process, right? You're giving it love. Give it love. It's like, okay, Francis, now you're getting too cliche here. Hey, also, screw your feelings. You have to go after that dream. Stay committed 100%. I'm going to shift more into my masculine and show you what this is about. Sometimes your feelings do not matter. Sometimes if you really want to manifest something that you really want, you have to be more committed and very, very focused on what you want to create. And I know that's not easy to hear sometimes because we just want to trust and allow and surrender. Hey, surrender is great. Trusting is great. Have the focus and the intention. You see, intention is about knowing. I am going to make this happen. My feelings don't matter. Doesn't matter what comes up. Doesn't matter what obstacles may arise. Doesn't matter what pops up into my reality. External obstacles, external challenges. Stay focused and grounded in the present moment, in the sense where you're very masculine as well. Masculine and feminine both come from the present moment, but one's push, one's a surrender into the present moment. A surrender and an allowing of what feelings may arise. Yep, it's all coming through now. Acceptance, right? Allowance. Masculinity is more about pushing, but know when it's time to be flexible and know when it's time to trust your intuition as well. And if you balance these two energies, this is what's gonna allow you to manifest. So basically, just to clarify in this video, the 3 things that stop people from manifesting their desires is 1, a lack of commitment. Like, hard for some people, I get it. Number 2, ungrounded and unfocused energy. Right? Not easy for some people, I get it. 3rd, knowing when it's time to be flexible and trust. That's something that people forget, which also blocks them from manifesting. People don't know when it's time to be flexible and trust, and that stops people from manifesting. Know when it's time to trust your intuition, let go, leave it up to the universe, okay? Your ego doesn't have to figure it all out. I know your ego wants to be masculine and be committed and push. Hey, let that go sometimes. Just trust. Trust the process. It's okay. Your manifestation's coming, okay? Just let it go. Trust the process. I understand you feel these emotions. I totally get it. I completely understand why you feel the way that you feel. But also remember that trust that feeling in the sense where don't trust the feeling of negative emotion, but trust the universe and allow that feeling to be there. It's okay. It's all good if you feel those emotions. Trust the process. Now, that's all I have for this video. Once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one, to reprogram your subconscious mind, find clarity in your life purpose and what it is that you're really meant to be doing on this planet at this time so you can live the life that you really want, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation to see if you're a good fit for the coaching program. Have yourself a great day as always, and I'll see you in the next video.